Matching the right crankbaits with the fishing conditions when out fishing for bass can make a big difference. Terry Tuma explains in this week's Channel 12 Fishing Tip.
A great format to select colors when you're fishing largemouth bass or smallmouth also, and even we could carry it to the next step of walleye fishing, but especially with largemouth bass. And so often people will say, well, what colors should I start with? Or is there a general rule? And yeah, there is a general rule, and that meaning if you have clearer water, pick out more of the natural colors. And then if you got the darker water color, you want something that the bass can actually see. So pick out some of the colors that are going to be more brighter, if you will, and especially with something with orange or red belly, if you will, some of that under part of the body of the crankbait to be a brighter color. And you can use a marker pen to change some of the colors, and then of course the scale effect is going to create less reflection or less, it's more of a dull color, it's sort of matte, the crankbait. And then too, we all know about, you know, the different vibration factors due to the design of a crankbait. That's also a big ingredient. Rattles and no rattles is a factor. But what we have to understand with crankbaits, there is no specific color chart, if you will. These are general formats only. And with color, we have to be willing to experiment. We have to be willing to keep on trying, and along with this experimentation is, you know, so many times we hear about matching the hatch. Sometimes that's a good way to go. You know, if they're feeding on sunfish, bluegills, then we want to start with some of those colors that are going to match that. If they're feeding on gizzard shad or shad, then, or a minnow type of food source, then we want to try some of the natural colors. So there's a lot to be said about color. Does color make a difference? Absolutely. Work with color, you are going to increase your success for bass.
Thanks, Terry, and that's it for sports for today.
All right, thanks, John.